As we know, airless equipment are painting machines that do not need compressed air to spray the paint effectively, contrary to what happens with airbrush equipment or mixed equipment. We can find different pneumatic or electric airless equipment, and your choice will depend on the context and coating process, those powered by compressed air being more common. This type of equipment stands out from other systems because it provides a very fast painting speed, which makes it ideal for painting large surfaces such as facades, large structures, silos, etc. In general, the quality of the finish obtained with airless is usually lower to that of other equipment such as mixed or airbrush equipment, due in part to the lack of air in the spraying. As no air is used during coating, the paint particles do not have such a pronounced rebound effect as can occur with, for example, mixed or airbrush systems, allowing for less waste of material during coating. The following are a set of tips to take into account for a correct paint coating with airless equipment that will help optimising the painting process. Let us look at the most important ones. As with other paint coating equipment, regulatory PPE such as protective masks, gloves, coveralls and protective goggles should be used, observing the indications provided on the product's safety data. Always be very careful when working with high pressures, checking the correct adjustment of all parts of the equipment. For greater safety, we also recommend putting the safety lock on the gun when finishing the application, and do not remove the nozzle protector under any circumstance. One of the most common mistakes when painting with airless is the wrong choice of accessories. For example, each material, such as a primer or a top coat, requires the joint choice of certain components, such as nozzle and filters. As for the nozzles, they are usually identified by 3-digit numbers. The first number refers to the opening angle, which will determine the size of the fan pattern. The next 2 numbers indicate the diameter of the hole. This will influence the flow rate of the product to be applied. As for the choice of filters, it will depend mainly on the fineness of the material and on the type of nozzle we are going to work with. Avoiding overspraying will allow us to reduce the consumption of sprayed material. As a tip, we recommend working with the lowest possible pressure provided that the paint spray is appropriate. We recommend carrying out a spray test to check the correct spraying of the nozzle before starting the coating process. This way we can check the pressure setting, bearing in mind that the higher the spraying pressure, the greater the product supply. As usual in these cases, we recommend following the instructions in the product datasheet. As for the nozzle, we should make sure that it is in good condition, allowing a correct passage of the paint. During the use of airless equipment, the painting speed must be constant to ensure an even coating. Additionally, we recommend that you press the spray gun's trigger once you have started to move your hand to apply the paint. You should do the reverse action when you finish the coating, since, as you are not using air to spray, paint will come out every time you press it. Airless equipment allows full mobility during its use, which helps us to adapt the coating to the type of surface. To prevent any defects in the coating and to obtain a more even thickness, it is advisable to overlap the paint with cross layers, thus obtaining a perfect integration and coverage of the paint. As a general rule, and although it may depend on the type of material, we recommend keeping a distance of 25 to 30 cm between the spray gun and the part or surface to be painted, always maintaining a 90-degree perpendicular angle. If the distance is too short, we tend to apply too much product, which can cause paint defects such as sagging or orange peel. On the other hand, if there is too much distance, we run the risk of increasing spray mist. These are some of the tips that we consider most important when it comes to optimising the coating of paint with an airless system in the industrial sector.